Hi, my name is Bellery Hyman-Zatzman, and I am from Toronto, Canada. I am the Canadian contingent on the trip, and I am absolutely thrilled and delighted to be here. I teach at York University in Toronto, and I teach in the Faculty of Fine Arts there at York University. I teach theater and education, and my area of specialization is in fact teaching theater of the Holocaust and theater for young audiences and drama and education. That's my territory. So I teach teachers often, moving across, using theater and using the arts to help teachers to teach their subjects. When I heard about this trip that Zippy was doing, I was beyond thrilled. I have never been to Berlin. I have never been to Prague. There were so many things I had hoped to see and hoped to do. And my expectations were high coming in, and she exceeded every one of them. I have to say that, in fact, between Zippy's planning, Avi posing for us, asking us to move more deeply into the issues, the layers of issues. We can see a particular site and see it in so many ways and understand its links not only to the past historically, but also to to contemporary moments and how we are to situate ourselves in this world post-Holocaust. And the kinds of questions and the way both Zippy has shaped this program and the kinds of questions Avi has asked us and the kinds of information, for example, Billy has also done for us, have been fantastic and have modeled teaching for all the teachers in the program. I am focused on an older audience. Those are university students and teachers, and it is equally significant for me in my own teaching practice and what I hope will happen to my own coursework with the students with whom I engage, both undergraduate and graduate students. So the impact of this program, I think, is tremendous and will really be felt. How you teach the Holocaust or think about memory and memorial, looking at memorials, for example. Well, I've spent some time thinking about it. I've just designed a new course, but everything is going to shift now because of what's happened over this last 10 days. Again, the kinds of questions and the kinds of links that can be made from the historical, social, and political context into the aesthetic is something that has happened because we looked at a lot of memorials in Berlin, a lot of memorials. I was delighted with how many we had seen. And I have to tell you that it was incredible to see things I have spent so much time thinking about and studying in books, but this informal learning of this program that takes us to the site, that allows us to engage with those memorials in visceral ways, to be present at the site, it's extraordinary, and it has changed how I think about the memorials, that the ones that I knew and the ones that I didn't know and are now new to my repertoire, which I will now include in my work. Looking at Therésine and seeing the artwork of the kids, I Never Saw Another Butterfly a lot. There's a play and there's the book, the poetry, but to see it, because I was looking at photographs, and photographs flatten everything. And I told Zippy this, to be in the space, to see the artwork and to see the hand of the child. It really, one gets verklempt. To see the hand of the child, you can see where they put the piece of paper, where they glued it on, where they cut the shape. You can see the layers. Even to see that is to, again, draw forward, to retrieve in some way the life of that child and to tell that story based on those extraordinary pieces of ephemera, those pieces of artwork that remain. It was an amazing experience. I was very moved by it, I have to say. I want to also say that the opportunity to think about this legacy, I think it's extraordinary for us to be on land that is scarred by the Holocaust in a way that we are not in North America, and to have the opportunity to see how in Germany they grapple with this memory and memorial, and here in Prague to see how the history of the Jewish community is reflected in contemporary times, and again how we grapple with our own sense of identity, whatever it is. In my case it's a Jewish identity, but for others how we begin to find a relationship to those ideas and to the Holocaust and the post-Holocaust era is extremely significant, and this has allowed us really to think in deep ways about our relationship to the post-Holocaust piece. What Zippy is doing is an extraordinary program, and I hope to go back to Toronto and tell everybody I can about it, and speak to our Jewish Federation to see if I can find teachers in my own community who might be interested. I don't know where that will go, but its impact is enormous, and I want to thank you very much for the opportunity to be with this community, because we've turned into a community over the last 10 days. Zippy models for us how to engage, how to create action, how to really investigate what a community means and to make a difference. So thank you, Zippy, very, very much for this fantastic program.